Hello everybody, we're back doing a little middle class magic.
Middle class.
Yes. Yeah, so middle class magic, if you don't know what that is, I don't blame you because it's a thing we made up.
And it is all in commons, which is like the middle child, so middle class.
Yeah, middle class magic.
Better than the pauper, but not the king.
We are using, I believe, the legacy ban list.
Yes.
Because
they printed some cards like Library of Alexandria at uncommon.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Basically, things that are restricted in Vintage probably shouldn't be allowed as 4-ofs in like Pauper style format. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I have a Cycler's deck, all about cycling.
And I am playing Shrines.
Which is all about shrining. Is that the sound all your shrines make? Are they all going to make that sound when you cast them? Oh, man. So idea goes first. Got this Hundy, which we haven't rolled in 8 months. So, what we got here? That's going off the table. Oh, 95. I feel like that's cheating, but I wasn't. 95. And that is a 17.
Not close enough.
Not close enough. So, I will go in first, and we will see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. I will show my hand to the camera. So, this is what we have. Hopefully you recognize some of these cards. To you.
And we've got those.
Whoop. Okay, Nomad Outpost tapped. To you.
Draw for turn. An island. And here's a chromatic sphere.
Okay.
And it is your go.
Draw. Well, here's an ancient tomb. And here's a very unimpressive at this stage in the game Astral Slide.
Yeah.
To you.
So that can...
Only it hits creatures until end step.
Untip. Draw for turn.
Which I think against you is like tokens made by that green shrine. So that's
basically, yes. Gemstone Mine. But we are immediately going to go mining for some black mana.
Sure.
And here's a Sanctum of Stone Fangs.
Mm.
And it is your go.
Okay, so at the beginning of...
Pre-combat main phase.
Okay. So you don't get that this turn. Draw a card. That's too many of those. To the point where I'm wondering if I shuffled properly. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't really do a ton. So I'm just going to ignore these slide triggers for the time being. Cycle a Secluded Step. Drawing a card. Then... here's a... mountain. Actually, I think I actually have to hold that back for the time being. So I'll tap this for 2 colorless, going to 16. I'll use one of it to cycle a Footfall Crater. Draw a card. I'll use another one to cycle a Footfall Crater. Draw a card.
All the footfalls.
And here's a mountain, and we'll tap this to put a Footfall Crater onto that mountain. Go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. On my pre-combat main phase, I will drain you for 1.
15.
21. And here is a Plains. And I think we're going to crack this for a green.
Okay.
Drawing us a card. And go mining again for, I guess, a green.
Okay.
For a Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest.
That's the life gain one?
The one that
the mana one. Oh, ew. Okay.
And it is your go.
Alright. Untap. Draw. That's alright, I guess. We'll go for this first. Street Wraith. Going to 13. Draw a card. Then, ow. 11. Doing so much damage to myself. I don't like this. Black on that one. Vile Manifestation. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards with cycling in my graveyard, so it's a 4/4. And I will give it Haste and Trample and attack you for 4.
I will go to 17.
And then that's it. Go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Pre-combat main phase, I will drain you for 2.
9.
19. And I will add 2 color. Add 2. I guess we'll add 2 black.
Right.
And here is a City of Brass. And we will spend that 2 black to cast a Hundin of Night's Reach.
Okay.
So this is the last turn. You will have to discard 3 cards when it goes back to my turn.
Gross.
It is your go.
I gotta do a lot this turn, is what you're saying. Untap. Draw a card. Ugh. I actually would have liked to play that. Oh well. How many am I gonna have to discard? 3?
3 cards.
Figure out what those 3 cards are gonna be. And you're at 19. I'm taking 3 for sure next turn. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to just cycle a bunch of crap. So, cycle a Forgotten Cave, draw a card.
It is already forgotten.
Yes. Yes, indeed. That one probably. Do I have a 1? No, I don't have a 1. Cycle of Baron Moore. Draw a card. And then that puts me to 7, and I'm taking 3 for sure next turn.
Yes.
I think it's still okay. So 2, go to 7. Cycle of Valiant Rescuer. Draw a card. Okay. Land would have been nice, but that's alright. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Attack you for 7.
Go to 12.
2.
Untap.
And hopefully I don't die.
Upkeep. Discard 3 cards.
So that is going to be... which 3 cards? I think these 3 cards. Gilded Light, Achroma's Blessing, and Flourishing Fox. All have cycling, so this is now a 10-4.
That is the worry. And we draw for turn. And then on our pre-combat main phase, we will add 3 green mana.
Okay.
And drain you for 3.
4.
15. Here is a City of Brass. And we will use 2 of our green to cast Manamorphose, making a blue and a white, I guess.
Right?
Blue and... No, I'll make a red. Blue and red.
Blue and red.
Haha. You will use a blue, a red, and the other mana in our other mana produced by this, which was still green, to cast a Sanctum of Shattered Heights.
Bleh! Gross. Okay.
And then we will pay 1 and throw a Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest to that.
Sure.
4 damage.
Which is exactly enough.
So unfortunately, unlike the fox, he does have 4 health.
And I don't have a Street Wraith to save it, because you can Astral Slide it.
Oh, yes.
But I used that already for the damage.
And I guess because we can, going to 13 and losing this gemstone mine for 4 more mana.
Sure.
Here's a Sanctum of Calm Waters.
Ooh, okay.
And it is your go.
That is a contraption that you've assembled. Draw a card.
If there's a vile manifestation that tramples out, I'm going to be very annoyed.
Well, you're not dead to it.
Yeah, I think you'd need a lot more...
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Be an 11-4.
11-4, but 3 mana, so depend on if you had cyclers or not.
When do all these trigger?
So this one is upkeep, and the rest are on my pre-combat main.
So upkeep, I would be discarding
5 cards.
5 cards.
Only 5.
Only 5 cards, huh? Thing is, I'm at 4, so I'm dead to that one. If I don't do this, so I guess I have to do this. I will Zenith Flare you, go into 2 for 11.
Ooh!
And gain 11. I
Out
go
of the
13.
The turntables.
I think it just bought me a turn, really.
Untap. Upkeep.
I did have one.
Ooh.
But I had to gain the life, otherwise I just died.
Yeah, because you could get it out, but...
Well, I could attack you for 11, you'd be at 2, but I'd
Yes.
still be at 2 also.
But you could cycle the card in hand. Oh,
No, I didn't have the, I didn't
you
have
didn't
the right
have the
mana.
double black?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
So, draw for turn. Pre-combat main. Drain you for 5. Go to 7.
8.
And I will add 5... I guess... green? White.
Okay.
No, we have white. So we have white and blue, and really we have anything, so green would be the best choice. Green.
Shoot.
And we will draw 5 cards and discard 1 card. 1, 2,
Crazy.
3, 4, 5. And we will discard a Sanctum of Shattered Heights. And with 5 green, I guess we'll use 2 of it to cast 2 chromatic spheres. And then we will crack those to make a red and a white, drawing 2 more cards. So we have a red, a white, and a green left.
Then you haven't tapped any mana.
And I haven't tapped any mana. I will use the white to cast the Sanctum of Tranquil Light.
Oh, crap. That takes away some of my options.
And I will tap... So we have a red and a green. And we are dead to...
Just another Zenith Flare, I think.
anyway. So here is 5 mana for a Hunden's Life Web.
All right.
Going to 5.
So that gives you a crap ton of spirits next turn.
Yes.
All right.
It will poop out all of the spirits.
Which is something I can use my slide on. A little late, probably.
And it is your go.
Okay, so I think that this basically needs to be a Zenith Flare or bust. Because a hasty guy is not going to get through that.
Yes, I do have... I left that white up,
So,
just in case.
bearing that in mind, the card I'm going to cast is... I mean, I guess it could be like a Cycler. No, because I need the 4 mana. So this has to be a Zenith Flare or bust. It's a Forgotten Cave. Which would qualify as a bust. However, I'm gonna go for it anyway. So we'll cycle that. Draw a card. You kidding me? You kidding me? You kidding me
But
right
you
now?
don't have the mana.
Don't have the mana.
So
Alright.
close.
So close. To you.
Untap. Upkeep. Discard 7 cards. And I get 7 1/1 spirits, which I believe will be victim tokens.
Yes. Those are the colorless spirits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
And I take 7?
We're getting there.
Okay.
So then we have to draw a card, and then pre-combat main phase.
Yep.
I suppose we'll stack it, so we don't need to draw a bunch of cards because drain you for 7.
All right, I go to 1.
Oh, you aren't dead. Because these can't attack. So I guess, yeah, we will add 7... 7 green mana, I suppose. You know what? Let's make it red. 7 red mana.
Okay.
We need all the red mana. We have both our green shrines down.
Did you gain 7 too?
Not yet. Puts us up to 12.
Yeah. So still dead to another Zenith Flare if I got one, I guess.
So, as I just realized, if you didn't cycle, you would have won.
Really? How?
Because you would have drawn Zenith Flare. Because I didn't kill you.
That's a good point. You're right.
Well, depending on the 7 cards I'm about to draw, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. 5, 6, 7. And we have to discard a card. It will be this Plains. So we'll use 3 of our red mana to cast a Honden of Infinite Rage.
Sure.
Then we will use 4 of it.
That one can hit
And
me.
a blue. Yes, that one can hit you, but it again activates on my upkeep.
Yeah.
To cast a Honden of Seeing Wind. And here is a Gemstone Mine. And sadly, these came in this turn, so they can't attack. It is your go.
End of turn, I will give one of them haste and trample. And I actually can't even cast the Zenith Flare because I'm at 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, that would be the thing.
So we're gonna instead cycle a Forgotten Cave again, and not get a Zenith Flare. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, discard 9 cards. I will, and then take 9 damage.
I will give one of those trample and haste in response.
Haha.
I am dead.
Oh, I guess I could have made 9 more of those first.
True.
I just didn't feel
I
like
am
drawing
dead.
9 more cards.
I am definitely dead. This would have been funny if I just had a bunch of Gilded Lights to give myself Shroud. Although it doesn't actually help against this one because it's each
Oh,
opponent.
yes, each opponent. So
Yeah.
that one would still...
That one would still get
but
me.
this one
Yeah.
could save you from.
Same with the creatures too, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that was actually a surprisingly close game.
Yeah.
You're right. If I would have played a little smarter and not just went for like seeing as many cards as possible, because I didn't actually realize that I wasn't dead either.
Yeah.
I thought I was just going to die next turn.
I mean, you would have been
yeah, that
low
would've
enough
been
that you
smart.
couldn't have cast it, but...
Yeah. Stupid. Stupid ancient dude.
Two things not going, but, you know, sometimes you have to go for it.
Yeah, well, I was figuring, like, if I can somehow maybe pull out, like, a Valiant Rescuer type turn.
Yes.
Maybe if I had a turn, I could somehow cobble something together, but unlikely. So, that was game 1, and we'll see you in game 2! Yo, game 2. Show my hand. Boom. Don't like this card in this matchup. That's alright.
And we've got... those.
Whoop. Alright. So, familiar? No Man Outpost to you.
Draw for turn. Well, that draw changes our first play. Here's Plains,
Oof.
and here's a Sanctum of Tranquil Light.
That's annoying.
Here's your go.
Draw.
6 mana to tap a creature is not in my budget at the moment.
At the moment, but it will be annoying later. Here's a Flourishing Fox. And I actually think because... Well... Is that important? Maybe it's not. We'll cycle a Street Wraith right now. Put a counter on this man. Draw a card. Yuck. Oh, yuck. Who wants that? Certainly not me. Here's a tap Baronmoor To you.
Untap. Draw for turn. Here is a gemstone mine, which we will dig into immediately for some nice black mana. And here is a Sanctum of Stone Fangs.
Alright.
And it is your go.
This is looking disturbingly like a curve-out situation. That's okay, though. Here's a Vile Manifestation, who is currently a 1/4.
Very
Whoopee.
threatening.
And I will bash you for 2, but I'm going to cycle a Street Wraith.
Aha!
Going to 15 to make it 3.
17.
To you.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. On our pre-combat main phase, we will drain you for 2.
13.
19. And then here is a Frontier Biovac. And a Chromatic Sphere.
Alright.
And it is your go.
Untap. Draw. Is that worth playing? Is that worth playing? Probably is, unfortunately. Yeah. So... yeah, I really don't want to, but I'm going to, I guess. Tap Forgotten Cave. Here's a Valiant Rescuer. And I will attack you for 3, 4, 5. Just 5.
Just 5. Go to 14.
2.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. And on our pre-combat main phase, drain you for 2.
11.
16. And here is a forest. And here...
Something scary, maybe?
is our card draw.
Okay.
And it is your go.
That will find scary things, most certainly.
And our tap ability is down to 3 mana.
Okay, so I'm going to cycle a Cast Out. So counter, make a Soldier, draw a card. And we'll also cycle a Razaketh's Right. So don't get a Soldier from that one, do get a counter. And I get to draw a card. Alright. You're at 16?
Indeed.
So that can attack this turn, so... what's better, having one extra soldier or getting in this turn? Probably getting in this turn, because you're going to be able to start activating that soon. So we'll also cycle a Forgotten Cave. 5. Draw. So attack you for 11, 12, 13, 14.
Ooh.
Best I could do. To you.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Not the red shrine we want. So, drain you for 3. Go to
8.
5. And draw 3 cards and discard 1. I don't think that'll do it.
3. Yeah, this costs 3 to activate currently.
Yes, I kind of very much needed a specific shrine. Here's a mountain.
The red one, so you could toss a bunch of lands and crap at me.
Yes, I needed the one that.
Oh,
not
the
named
other
this.
red one. Just the other one. No big deal.
But I don't think that would have saved me anyway because... oh no, because you couldn't have cycled, so I would have had 2 throws and you could have attacked me for 4.
Yeah.
But sadly... oh wait, I just realized something. Can I take this back?
Yeah, sure.
Because I do have an out. We're cracking this for red.
Oh, sure.
For one more draw.
That's a good point. You could get that one. And you did not.
And it is your go.
All right. Untap. Another pretty close game, though, surprisingly.
Very close. Yeah, if I had the right one, I could have probably stabilized.
What do you have, 5?
I have 5.
Xena flare you for 5. So I guess it would have mattered.
It would not have mattered.
All right. Yeah, that plains off the top was pretty lucky. Because considering like almost all my lands are tap lands in this deck.
You're just like, yeah. It's the right color, but it's always tapped.
Yeah. All right. So another very close game 2, and we will see you for hopefully another very close game 3. All right, game 3. What do you got?
We've got those. Whoop.
And for myself, I don't think it's giving much away to my opponent to say that there are a lot of cyclers in this hand. All right. Considering that's almost every card in the deck, that's really not saying anything.
Here is a Frontier Bivouac.
All right. By the way, what is a bivouac? Like in real life, what is that referred to?
I'm not actually sure. It's kind of like a little tent city. So
Tent city.
Well, they're like in a dragon's skull, and they made a little tent.
Ah, interesting. Here's a secluded step to you. I know what that is.
Untap.
It's a step.
Draw for turn. Here is a City of Brass. A Chromatic Sphere.
Yush.
And ow. A Sanctum of Tranquil Light. Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Here's a Flourishing Fox and a tapped Baron Moor to you.
Untap. Draw for turn. Here is a Forest. Ow. Again. 18. And here is a Sanctum of the Fruitful Harvest.
That's the mana one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is your go.
Untap. Draw. Not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Here's a Flourishing Fox, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we will cycle a Baron Moor with a Baron Moor. Counter, counter.
It's extra barony then.
Extra barony. Draw. Ooh, okay. Is that worth playing out? Cycle a Street Wraith. 18. Counter, counter. Draw. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, then. Well, we'll cycle another Street Wraith. 16.
Ooh.
Counter, counter, draw card. I'm just getting, like, Duplication City here. Oh, worst card in my deck. Okay. Here's a tap Secluded Step as my land for the turn, and I'll attack you for 4.
I'll take that 4.
Go ahead.
Going to 14. Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. On the pre-combat main phase, I shall add 2 green.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a mountain. And I'll use that 2 green and 3 mana for Hondin of the Life's Web.
Oh! Okay.
And it is your go.
Actually gonna have some blockers. My god. What am I gonna do about that? Draw. Oh, what do you got here? Open. You got 3, so you can't utilize that yet. Quite yet.
Sadly, still costs 3 mana.
Yeah. So... cycle a Baron Moor using a Baron Moor. Again. Counter, counter. Draw. Eh. Do I want that? I don't actually know if I do want to play that. I mean, I guess I should. It's probably like use it or lose it coming up soon. Or I could get really fancy and, like, maybe try and kill you here. I like that idea. Here's an ancient tomb.
Ooh, spicy.
14. Cycle of Vile Manifestation. Counter, counter. Draw. One more kills you, right?
Yes, actually.
Cycle of Valiant Rescuer. Counter, counter.
And that will be
Draw.
enough.
I will attack you for 14. All
That'll do
right.
it.
Woo! So, this was my conundrum. I just kept drawing these. I didn't have a red source. But turns out I didn't need them because I got some lucky cycles into cycles.
I was deciding. I'm like, chump blockers,
Yeah.
or maybe
Kill
probably
something,
not
yeah.
kill something and then tap something.
Yeah.
But apparently that one was the correct play.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I kind of got lucky there that I got the 2-mana cyclers out of that. But yeah, it was basically just like, okay, I keep drawing these Zenith flares, so I guess that's my game plan.
That's the game plan.
Whatever. All right, and again, I'm pretty sure you were close to stabilizing had I not killed you this turn.
Well, I mean,
Other than these.
Other than
but
those.
how close was I to actually casting any of these? A long ways off.
wow.
So I don't think these were a concern. I think the game would have been over by then. But
Probably, yeah.
Flourishing Fox. Little Fox boy. Getting the job done.
That could.
Yep. All right. So that was Middle Class Magic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know what you think of this format if you've never seen this format before, because it's a fun one. I like it. It's like Pauper, but you get to play with some busted stuff like Ancient Tomb.
Indeed.
Force of Will.
Yeah.
Not that either of these decks had it.
Yes. Force of Will, but Force of Will not being the best because there's not any broken things that you need to really stop.
Same with Wasteland. Wasteland's legal,
Wasteland's legal.
but most of these decks don't really have very good lands.
There's no good lands.
Yeah.
Unless you really want the bounce lands, then Wasteland's
That's true.
good.
That's
but,
true. But it's sort of like, it sort of is a gamble because you
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know
gamble,
if
'cause
you
like-
want to use those or not. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, so that was this, and we will see you back next week with some more stuff.
And tomorrow for
the deck techs. Yes, keep forgetting that we changed the order of that. But tomorrow, deck techs. Next week, stuff. Blah.
Bye.